Dear friends, welcome everyone to our latest news episode. Today's episode is truly full of positivity, as the most crypto-friendly president has won the US elections. Let's break down all the latest events, and at the end, we'll have some news about battle bulls. Starting with the main highlight, Bitcoin is surging and breaking records. On the day after Trump's victory, the price skyrocketed to $76,000, while the US stock market gained over $1.28 trillion. But that's not the limit. On November 11th, the largest green candle was recorded on the Bitcoin chart. At the time of preparing this episode, Bitcoin had already broken through the $83,000 mark and then reached $89,800. The total market capitalization of the cryptocurrency market surged to $3 trillion, with Bitcoin accounting for $1.75 trillion. Since the beginning of the year, Bitcoin has doubled, and in the past week, it added another 30%. As you can see, the bull is on top once again. By the way, Bitcoin's market capitalization has surpassed silver. The leading cryptocurrency now ranks 8th among the world's largest assets. Less than a week ago, Bitcoin also overtook Meta in terms of market capitalization. Miners are keeping up and also breaking records. On November 4th, Bitcoin's mining difficulty hit a new all-time high, reaching 100 terahashes. This increase in difficulty is often a sign of further growth in Bitcoin's price. When mining becomes harder, it indicates growing demand and confidence in the Bitcoin network. And guess what? Can you guess who predicted this surge? NBA legend Scottie Pippen announced back in September that Satoshi Nakamoto supposedly visited him in a dream and mentioned a Bitcoin price of $84,650, which would be reached on November 5th, and although his prediction came true a bit later, it looks funny now. Back then, many considered his prediction to be fantasy. Trump's victory brought profits not only to Bitcoin holders, but also to traders who bet on his win on Polymarket. A user with the nickname Theo4 earned $20,400,000, Freddy9999 made $15,600,000, and ZXGNGL increased their capital by $11 million. On the other hand, those who bet on Kamala Harris's win lost their investments, such as a trader who risked $5 million. The bull likes it when players take risks and win. What happened to those betting on Bitcoin's decline? The short answer: big losses. According to CoinGlass, more than $200 million in short positions were liquidated in the past 24 hours, and 170,000 users faced forced closures totaling $665 million. When the bull soars, those betting on a decline pay the price. Ethereum, the second largest cryptocurrency by market cap, is also rising. For the first time since July, it reached $3,300, adding 40% in a week. Ether and other altcoins are following Bitcoin's lead, showing that market optimism isn't limited to BTC alone. Whale activity has also drawn attention. One large trader shorting Bitcoin was liquidated for $75 million, while another lost $36,400,000. As they say, with big bets comes big risk. Meanwhile, an old Bitcoin wallet that had been dormant for 12 years unexpectedly woke up. It held 235 Bitcoins, worth about $17,400,000. Impressive patience, wouldn't you agree? Amid such a surge, the market is showing maximum optimism. Analysts at a 16Z released a new report, stating that Trump's election could lead to improved regulatory relations and reduce hostility towards cryptocurrencies. The Fear and Greed Index is also high at 76 points, indicating extreme greed. Cameron Winklevoss, co-founder of Gemini, noted that this is not just a hype, but a stable demand for Bitcoin ETFs. In just 1 week, they received $1.63 billion. The open interest volume for Bitcoin options with a strike price above $90,000 on Deribit exceeds $2.8 billion, confirming the growing confidence among market participants. The volume of venture funding for crypto projects increased by $280 million last month, and BlackRock's Bitcoin ETF now has more assets than their gold ETF. As they say, times are changing. Coinbase CEO Brian Armstrong called the new composition of the U.S. Senate the most pro-crypto in history. Among the elected members, there are more than 200 crypto supporters. He thanked everyone for supporting the industry, noting that this is an important step for its growth. Now let's recall the most significant promises Trump made for the crypto industry at the conference in Nashville: to establish a strategic Bitcoin reserve, appoint a new SEC chair, support the growth of the crypto market, and make the U.S. a crypto superpower. Well, we are already seeing positive changes. Senator Cynthia Lummis has already introduced a bill for a strategic reserve, proposing to purchase 200,000 Bitcoins over 5 years. Detroit is set to become the largest city in the U.S., where taxes can be paid in crypto. Let me remind you that 3 U.S. states, Colorado, Utah, and Louisiana, already accept crypto for government payments. Now to the news from the world of institutional investors. Singapore Gulf Bank, a digital bank backed by a Bahrain fund, has launched services for corporate clients with crypto support. Bahrain is already implementing crypto investment products, and other countries are starting to show interest as well. The Chinese company Nanolabs, a producer of microchips, has started accepting Bitcoin as payment. Right after this announcement, the company's shares on Nasdaq jumped by almost 3%, and one of the UK pension funds invested $2 million in Bitcoin. Who would have thought that such conservative funds would also decide to follow the bull's path? When even pension funds enter the game, it's a serious signal of recognition. And now, to battle bulls. We continue to grow alongside the market, and just recently, the number of players in our game surpassed 10 million. I want to remind you that now is the perfect time to build up your in-game balance, as a new bull token airdrop is set to launch in February 2025, especially since new cards will soon appear in the mine section to help boost your passive income. That's all for now. Stay tuned to our updates, and may luck always be on your side.